everyone please rise for the national anthem.
Altmueller Jewelry, the Bank of Washington, Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of New Haven, Schrader Insurance, East Central College, the United Bank of Union, Missouri Trenchless Pipeline, Advanced Plumbing, First State Community Bank, Modern Auto Company, and Williams Brothers Meat Markets. Good evening and welcome to Ronsick Field in Washington, home of American Legion Baseball for Washington Post 218. I'm John Covington along with Coach Dallas Stapp, as two story programs with a lot of success are on the ball diamond tonight here at Ronsick, with the Festus Post team from Post 353 going up against Washington Post 218. Two good pitchers on the bump tonight. Brandon Stallman will go for Washington. He has a 3-1 record. He'll be opposed by Jordan Duncan. Stallman's warming up right now. This promises to be an outstanding matchup. Two games coming your way. We'll broadcast the first game. Need to get your butts out here to watch the second game because these are two good teams. Come out and support American Legion Baseball.
John, this ought to be fun. I mean, two real good teams. You know, Festus, talking to Coach Bone before the game, you know, they've got several college kids and two that were playing in college this spring before it got ended. And he said hopes were high for return to Sedalia and even further.
Well, they've had players that have gone deep in their careers, including Matt Stites, who made it to the majors as a relief pitcher. He was the pitcher that led them to the regional, or actually the World Series, when it was played up at Washington State several years ago. So they have a lot of players that have advanced past the Legion program, and as you mentioned, playing college ball and beyond. Cole Wagner will lead off. Jordan Duncan will bat second, and Levi Ebersole will bat third, facing Brandon Stallman. Stallman's ready, so is Wagner, and here's the first pitch of the game. It's a fastball on the inside corner, strike one on Cole Wagner. Now, Festus has only played 3 games. They're 2-1 coming in, but make no mistake, this team's going to be in midseason form. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt, and the count is 0-2 on Cole Wagner. He'll be followed by Jordan Duncan and Levi Ebersole. We're here at Ronsick Field, and Stallman is ready to roll as he has the batter set up. The 0-2 fastball fouled out of play. Late swing got a piece to stay alive. Rest of the batting order, Colby Ott is batting cleanup, Caleb Schweigert batting 5th, and Lane Axtetler will bat 6th. Bottom third is Charlie Pratt, Will Schnitzler, and Chase Wilson. Stallman takes a look. The 0-2 coming home. Fastball fouled at the plate, and Wagner good at bat, staying alive. That one fouled off his instep a little bit. He'll shake that off. That's smarts.
John, Coach Bone told me before the game, I asked him, I was like, what kind of baseball team can we expect you guys to be tonight? He's like, hopefully really good. He's like, expect us to take some really good quality at bats, and when we get on the bases, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to try to take the extra base. I look for them to steal if they're able to get on tonight. He knew he was facing Stallman, and he knew it was going to be a challenge for his kids, and he was hoping with limited action, that they were going to be up to the challenge.
I'm sure they will be, Coach.
I mean, like you said pregame, it's like looking into a mirror. Two programs that mirror each other in success, and obviously Washington hasn't had the postseason Sedalia and beyond success, but just as much success as Festus has had.
And Zach learned from one of the best, his dad, Coach Bone, that coached for a lot of years at Festus, and he had a number of state championships and regional titles under his belt, and now Zach taking over for his father. Here's a pitch up and in on Cole Wagner, and the count is 1-2 on Wagner. The next pitch coming home. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and he fans Wagner, and we're underway here at Ronsick Field. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a pretty good start for Stallman, who really, the second half of this, I quote, second half of this COVID league, Stallman really hasn't pitched very much. Early on, he was pitching almost every game.
I think the first 3 games, didn't he? The first, because there was about 6 to 7 days between games there. And I think he started all 3.
I believe so, against those Gamers teams. I think he pitched every game.
And that was some of the best competition they'd seen all season early. Here's a pitch inside on Jordan Duncan.
But
Scoreboard isn't operating yet.
If you've got any doubt of what Coach Getzy and the staff think of Stallman, every big game this year, Stallman's been on the bump.
He's been the guy. Here's a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. And the count is evened up at 1 ball, 1 strike on Jordan Duncan. It's a 1-2 count on Duncan as he's behind, and Stallman has him set up for a potential strikeout here. Stallman holds the glove out front, waist high, steps back, crosses over, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, down and in. And there's 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Stallman.
It's a pretty good start, John. I don't know I don't know when the last time was Festus played. Coach Bone didn't say, and I don't know how much live pitching they've seen, but they're coming in here tonight to get Washington's best. And he's showing through these first 2 batters that he's going to get ahead in the count, and he's going to throw his pitch.
Levi Ebersol, the batter now for Festus, batting from the right-hand side after 2 lefties. Ebersol waits. Here's the pitch. Here's a breaking ball. That's a little bit inside from Stallman. 1 ball, no strikes. So bases empty, 2 outs here in the Festus first. Stallman gets the sign from Blaine Tipker, his battery mate. The 1-0 is a fastball, swing and a miss, and the count is evened up at 1-1. Stallman with good movement on the fastball, and he seems to be on early. 1 ball, 1 strike on Ebersol. Infield straight away. Mayer over third, deep, and he's off the line a good 15 feet or so. Here's a pitch inside on Ebersol, and the count is 2 balls and a strike.
And John, Ebersol's going to William Jewell next year to play his baseball, and according to Bone, he's one of, if not the best player on their team.
Which is one of the reasons why he's batting third. Next pitch is chopped foul outside of third base. Had a little bit of a late start, about 5 minutes later, so we had some rain move through the area about 5:30, and that put a damper on things, but actually it settled the dust. They didn't have to water the field prior to the game. The field looks like it's in great shape here. Maybe a little tacky, but all in all, great shape for baseball. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out the side. Ebersol goes down swinging, coming up empty on the slider from Stallman. He strikes out the side. No score after a half inning, with Washington coming to bat.
Is your vehicle in need of repair? Rieger's Tire and Auto has 2 locations to serve your automotive needs. 510 Madison Avenue and 4710 South Point Road near Kohl's. We service most makes and models, foreign and domestic. Rieger's Tire and Auto also carries a large selection of tires and wheels at competitive prices. Our South Point Road has 2 quick lube bays and accepts walk-ins for tire repair and safety and emission inspections. Call Rieger's Tire and Auto at 636-239-2722 or 239-3333.
For the best meats around, visit the winning team of Williams Brothers Meat Market, located in the heart of Washington. They offer the finest locally raised beef, chicken, and pork, Right now is the perfect time to stock up on family packs of ground beef, ground chuck, chicken, and pork because meat prices have finally dropped. And don't forget Williams Brothers has over 40 flavors of bratwurst, just ready for your next backyard barbecue. So stop by the winning team of Williams Brothers Meat Market today at 607 West 5th Street in Washington.
Do you have basement flooding or foundation problems at your house? Call Unnerstall Foundation and Foundation Repair at 636-584-1052 today. Get a free foundation inspection from their qualified and trusted specialists and find out the real answers to your basement and foundation problems. They do bowed wall straightening, wall crack repairs, epoxy injections, drain tile, and sump pump installations. Call Unnerstall Foundation at 636-584-1052 for your free basement and foundation inspection today and get it fixed for good.
Brandon Stallman leading off for Washington Post 218, 523 average, 26 batted in, 40 runs scored. And on-base percentage is .584. He rifles one into the hole at short. Diving catch by Colby Ott to his right, fully extended to take a hit away from Brandon Stallman. What a defensive play for Festus on Washington's first at-bat. Outstanding.
And that had base hit all over. That was a hit taken away right there.
Wow, what a play by Colby Ott. And batting next is Weber, and Jordan Duncan can flat out bring it. He's got a heck of a fastball, a right-hander out there for Festus, and his first pitch is fouled out of play by Weber, and it's 0-1.
And John, he's going to Jeffco next year to play, and Coach Bone told me he's between 86 to 88, will touch 90. Throws a lot of fastballs. You know, a heavy fastball pitcher will mix in a change and a curve, and every once in a while he gets some gumption to throw a knuckleball.
We've got a heck of a pitching matchup here tonight, Coach.
There ain't no doubt about that.
Here's a pitch fouled off to the right of the plate. Levi Weber behind, 0-2, facing Jordan Duncan. Will Schnitzler is behind the plate doing the catching. Will Eversolt at first, and Chase Wilson at second. Pratt at third. Pitch upstairs on Weber, a ball and 2 strikes. Colby Ott, who just made a sensational diving catch on Stallman's line drive in the hole at short. At shortstop, Caleb Schweigert out and left. Next pitch, Weber started to go, took a ball high, counts even at 2. Cole Wagner in center, and Lane Axtetter is out in right field. The pitch from Duncan coming home. Strike 3 called, got Weber looking. Great fastball on the inside edge. He's caught looking, 2 outs here in the Washington first.
John, and that was just an example of him setting Weber up, you know, breaking ball away, fastball inside, and he was frozen.
I'll tell you what, Coach, Jefferson College is known for their baseball program, and they attract a lot of high-profile high school athletes. Here's Jack the Ripper Shasheen versus Duncan. Breaking ball over below, and the count's 1-0 on Shasheen. 397 average, 23 batted in, 29 runs scored. On-base percentage 489. Slugging 538. Pitch over below. 2 balls, no strikes on Shasheen as Duncan falls behind one of their best. Jordan Duncan kicks and fires. Here's a ball shot to right field by the diving Chase Wilson, played back in by Axtetter, and it's a 2-out single for Shasheen as he goes the other way on Duncan.
John, I believe Coach told me before the game that their only loss was to the Pirates.
That's a good one. Team the Washington beat 7-3 earlier, and I know that that's a team that's kind of has an edge on their chip on their shoulder. They expect to win regardless of who they're playing. They kind of took one on the chin losing to Washington a couple of weeks ago, 7-3, but to lose to them, that's nothing to hang your head about.
No, not at all.
Here's Joe Hackman back in the box, batting on the right side facing Duncan. First pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner, knee high, 0-1 on Hackman. 395 average, 31 batted in, leads the team in RBIs with 31, 20 runs scored. On-base percentage for Hackman, 468. Duncan out in front, 0-1. The pitch coming home, swinging a foul out of play. Strike 2 on Hackman.
And he's got Hackman set up. We'll see what he decides to come with here. But holy cow, does he have command of all of his pitches here early. He's been inside, he's been outside. He's been able to get both of those called for a strike here early in the game.
Duncan looks over his left shoulder before coming set. High set by the right-hander. Short lead at first. Pitch is a breaking ball low and away. Backhanded stab by Schnitzler. And the count is 1-2 on Hackman. That was a good pitch on 0-2 from Duncan.
It was just a little bit off, and Hackman with a good eye to know that was going to be even further outside than it started.
Hackman waits. Duncan fires home, and the fastball is just outside, missing with the cheese, and the count is 2-2 on Hackman. This is Post 2A team baseball AAA action from the COVID League on KLPW, Festus, and Washington. Hackman waits. The 2-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss on the ball in the dirt. The catcher applies the tag to complete the strikeout. Inning over. They strand one. We've played one. There is no score between Washington and Festus.
Buying a new home is exciting, but the process can be overwhelming. I'm Sandy Anderson with Citizens Bank in Washington. Our loan professionals can help you find the right loan for your needs. We offer an array of mortgage options, including home equity, fixed rate, FHA, VA, USDA, construction, and adjustable rate mortgages. 4 locations in New Haven, Gerald, Pacific, or Washington, and let our loan professionals help you get started. Citizens Bank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Let me tell you a thing or two about the people who don't compromise. They love Pepsi Zero Sugar. Why? Because it's got all the flavor and zero the sugar. How's that for not compromising? They're the sort of person that likes surf with their turf. And the drink with their feast? Yeah, they have a Pepsi Zero Sugar. The person who doesn't compromise loves a good golden doodle. All the golden retriever goodness with just a hint of doodle. And when they're bringing said golden doodle for a walk, they bring a Pepsi Zero Sugar. Pepsi Zero Sugar. All the flavor, zero the sugar.
Whether it's for an anniversary, wedding, birthday, or just because, Alta Mueller Jewelry in Washington is your go-to place for just the right gift. The one that puts the sparkle in their eye. The friendly, knowledgeable staff at Alta Mueller Jewelry can help you find the perfect gift they'll remember and cherish always. They also have an expert service department for high-quality watch and jewelry repairs, engraving, and appraisals. Trust the experts. Stop by Alta Mueller Jewelry, located in Washington Crossing.
Stallman back on the hill. Colby Ott leading off for Festus, and the first pitch of the inning coming home, and a changeup, and he comes up empty on the cut way out in front. Stallman, 3-1 record coming in here, 32 innings pitched now. He has 1 save under his belt. Given up 27 hits, 7 runs, only 5 earned. The 0-1 fastball is cut on and grounded fair inside the bag at third, headed down the line. Coming in to play it back in, Tipker, and it'll be a single for Colby Ott, and they have their first hit of the game after striking out the side. Stallman gives up a leadoff hit to Colby Ott, the cleanup man here in the second.
Yeah, Ott was looking fastball and got it. Just took it straight just inside the third base bag. No chance for Mayer to come up with that one.
See if they want to do some running. Like Coach Bone said, they want to run early, and they'll possibly test the arm of Blaine Tipker. A lot of teams have tested him this season and have failed in the effort. So we'll see what Tipker does here after a week off. He was in the lineup yesterday. It's a throw over to first base, runner back. Schweigert at the plate. He cuts at the first pitch and fouls it behind the plate. Strike 1 on Caleb Schweigert. Playing left field today for Festus. Great night for baseball. A little bit of rain. Cooled things off somewhat. Still a little bit muggy out. It was so hot today, I saw a fire hydrant chasing a dog. Schweigert waits for the 0-1. Here it comes. That is taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Caleb Schweigert.
John Schweigert played this spring at Fontbonne before the season was ultimately canceled. So another talented player in this Festus lineup.
It's amazing how many players advance to play at the next level beyond high school from this Post 353 program. Here's a check on the runner over at first base, and he's back safely without a tag. He's being held on by Joe Hackman. Hackman at first, Shasheen at second, Braden Mayer over at the hot corner, Bryce Mayer at short. It's a 1-1 count. Stallman kicks and pitches. Swinging a line drive, base hit left field. That's a major league single right there off the bat of Schweigert. Back-to-back hits.
Yeah,
Stopping
John,
at second is out.
He guessed correctly, and he didn't miss either, which is not like mirror images of each other. Like you said, they're just good teams, and we're going to have to make plays. You know, a ground ball away from having 2 outs here. And
tell you, that ball was out of the infield in the blink of an eye. I mean, it just jumped off the bat. Now Lane Axtetler at the plate. He swings the first pitch and fouls it first base side. Strike one on Axtetler. New baseball for Brandon Stallman. 2-1, nobody out as Festus mounts a threat in the second inning.
John, I believe Axtetler is a Three Rivers Community College product.
Axtetler, left-handed batter. Stallman, the righty, comes set to the belt. Kicks and pitches. Inside corner, good pitch, and he's out in front of Axtetler. 0-2. Batting sixth, playing right field tonight. Axtetler versus Brandon Stallman. Ott at second, Schweigert at first, and nobody out. This is a big potential out here for Stallman. The pitch is down and in. The ball and 2 strikes. Tonight's action brought to you in part by First State Community Bank. Drop into their location in Washington, visit their branch location, and set up all your banking needs at First State Community Bank and tell them KLPW Radio sent you. The pitch on 1-2. Strike 3 called. Goes back door with the curve and got him looking. 4 strikeouts in the game now, and that's a big first out for Washington.
It is. Now you're a ground ball away from getting out of the inning. Another good hitter coming up in Charlie Pratt, who played this spring at St. Louis Community College.
I guess the next question is there a kid on this team who isn't playing college ball?
There's not very many.
Pratt versus Stallman. The first pitch of the at-bat is off the catcher's mitt and gets behind him, and both runners move up 90 feet. That'll be a pass ball on Tipker, a rare pass ball. Ott over to third, Schweigert down to second, and a 1-0 count on Pratt.
And John, that pass ball's big on a lot of levels. Obviously, the double play is no longer in order, but you're behind in the count. You've got to come to a good hitter.
The 1-0 popped him up, and Stallman is calling for it. He'll back away and let him take it to the right of the mound, and he'll glove it for the out. And there's 2 away here in the Festus second inning.
John, this may surprise you, but the next hitter is not playing college baseball.
I can't believe it.
So he'll probably hit a home run.
It wouldn't surprise me. Oh, man. Schnitzler, Will Schnitzler, batting 8th, doing the catching tonight. Facing Stallman, 2 men in scoring position. Here's a breaking ball at the belt, 0-1. Good pitch to get out in front. Brandon Stallman usually slows down his cadence a bit when guys get on base, but right now he's working at a pretty brisk pace. 2 in scoring position, second and third, and 0-1 count on Schnitzler. The pitch, changeup, had him way out in front, 0-2. He really changing speeds with that pitch, and he fooled Schnitzler big time.
Yeah, Schnitzler's not going to hit a home run swinging like that.
Got to make contact first, doesn't he? Here comes the 0-2. Had him reaching. It's slowly toward third, and that'll be a foul ball as it rolls foul just outside the bag, and fielded by Braden Mayer, who gets the start at third base tonight. Stallman normally a third baseman when he isn't pitching.
John, I don't know who's the bigger positive out of that, defense or offense. Is that slow roller minus square? It was going to be a tough play to get him at first base.
Schnitzler calls time, granted by the home plate umpire. It's 0-2 on Will Schnitzler. Stallman steps back, crosses over, kicks, fires. Popped him up, foul ground, and they'll give it a look, but it's going to go out of play. He's got him guessing right now, though, Coach. That was not a real comfortable-looking swing.
No, he's not. Didn't see it very well. Didn't see it till way late. Got lucky to get a piece out.
Outfield playing shallow, as always. The 0-2 to Schnitzler coming home, just outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Will Schnitzler. Chase Wilson's on deck. Stallman wants to avoid facing the 9-hitter and get Schnitzler right here and end the inning and erase the threat. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive just out of the reach of Mayer. Down the line and left, it'll put Festus on top. Played back in by Tipker. Throw comes into second base. It's a 2-run single by Will Schnitzler, the Festus catcher, as both Ott and Schweigert come in. 2-0 Festus here in the second inning. That's a huge 2-out hit by Schnitzler. He fought off some good pitches there, Coach. That's a good at-bat.
It's a quality at-bat for Schnitzler, especially as bad as he looked on the first 2 pitches. He fouled off a couple after that and then didn't chase one out of the zone and finally got a pitch he could handle, and right just inside the third base bag again. You know, this inning has been all about that left side of the infield.
So Wilson aboard, or Wilson at the plate with Schnitzler running, and here's the first pitch, and that is a strike at the knees on Chase Wilson, and it is 0-1.
We actually have a pinch runner, John, number 11, Nolan Roth.
Roth bad running for Schnitzler. Stallman comes set to the belt, kicks and pitches, swing and a miss. Now they've got number 3, Dylan Schnitzler. Was he maybe a late entry? They got number 3 up there batting. I think originally Chase Wilson was going to wear number 10, but they have number 3, and according to what I'm looking at, Dylan Schnitzler is wearing number 3 in tonight's lineup. Next pitch is coming home, and that's upstairs.
That's a great question, John.
And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on the batter here with a runner at first and 2 outs. 2 runs across, 3 hits in the inning. Stallman trying to get out of this inning without giving up any more. Next pitch is grounded toward third. It's under the glove of Mayer and knocked down and kept on the infield by Bryce Mayer. And that'll be an infield hit for Chase Wilson. 4th hit of the inning. Braden Mayer to his left just went under his glove, and it would have been a tough play even if he gloves it cleanly, but unable to get there to make that play. So it's an infield hit, 4 hits in the frame, 2 runs across. Back to the top of the order for Cole Wagner.
And Wagner with a chance to really put some distance between Festus and post 218 here early.
Stallman comes set. Wagner waits, looks at a pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. Wagner struck out swinging in the first inning, as Stallman carved up the first 3, striking out the side. But here Festus strikes in the second and leads 2-0. Next pitch is grounded foul outside of first, strike 2.
John, this is a big batter for Stallman right here, because I don't think Duncan needs too much run support to be effective tonight.
Probably not. Tipker behind the plate, Hackman at first, Shasheen second, Braden Mayer at third, Bryce Mayer at short, Tipker, Weber, and Coulter in the outfield left to right. It's an 0-2 count on Wagner. The pitch, down and in, and hit him on the foot. So a hit batter as the breaking ball got away from Stallman, and the bases will be loaded for Jordan Duncan.
We're going to have a trip to the mound by Coach Getze here, just trying to calm Stallman down. Kind of saw this a little bit the other night. He was not near as confident with guys on base, doesn't work quite as quick. I think he's trying to be very meticulous in what he's doing and not, leave anything to chance, which isn't a bad thing. It just, he's most effective when he gets into his rhythm.
So a chat out there on the bump right now, the entire infield gathering around Coach Getze and Brandon Stallman. They'll kick some dirt around, and he will be going to work on Jordan Duncan. It'll be one pitcher facing another here.
John, do you think Wagner's foot hurts yet?
It might.
Fouled one off his foot, now he got hit in the foot.
I hope it wasn't the same spot.
He's down there kind of lifting it up in the air. He's like, man, that hurts.
Home plate umpire is going to break it up, so we are ready to go back to baseball here. Down at second base is Dylan Schnitzler, and also on base is Nolan Roth, running for Will Schnitzler. And you've got Cole Wagner over at first, the hit batter. Jordan Duncan batting. Duncan versus Stallman, bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch, down and in, snap throw to third, and a close play, but he got back safely. Heck of a throw by Tipker. Ball 1 on Jordan Duncan.
Something tells me that was called in the mound visit, John.
Probably. Next pitch coming home. Down and in. 2 balls, no strikes on Duncan. Duncan's an outstanding hitter as well as pitcher for this Festus Legion team. Stallman brings home the mail. Swing and a miss, comes up empty there in the fastball. 2 balls and a strike on Duncan, who struck out swinging back in the first. He's 0 for 1. Chance to help his team's cause and his own cause here. They lead 2-zip. We're in the second. Bases juiced, 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2 the count on Duncan. Return throw from Tipker to Stallman. Stallman has got him to chase on a couple of breaking balls down and in. We'll see what he does here on 2-2. Stallman shakes off a sign. Now gets the one he wants. Steps back, crosses over, kicks, pitches, swing, and a base hit to right. And it's going to be glancing off the glove of Coulter. 2 runs are in. Throw to the infield. Cut off. 3 runs score. 5-0, Festus on top. 3-run double off the bat of Jordan Duncan.
John, like you said, Duncan's a real good hitter as well as a pitcher, and we just saw it right there. It got behind in the count, fought off a pitch, and then got something he could handle, and he drove it into the right center gap.
Wagner, Schnitzler, and Schnitzler make it Roth running for Will Schnitzler. All come in to score. A 3-run double. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Grant Beck, number 1, will run for Jordan Duncan. So Beck is on. He'll stand at second base. Got good wheels out there, getting a big lead. At the plate, Eversolds. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Festus has batted around on Stallman here in the second inning. 5 runs across. Levi Ebersolds 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first. The pitch coming home. Swing and a rip to left. That's well hit. Back, and gone. It's a 2-run homer for Levi Ebersolds. And that was an absolute laser beam to left. Out of here in a hurry. See ya. 7-0 Festus here in the second.
Yeah, John, that one left in a hurry as the Festus dugout comes out to meet Eversold at home plate. As that was an absolute rocket. It never got, a couple feet over the fence, but they couldn't have hit it much harder than he did.
That was a line drive, not much lift on it. Drove Tipker back, and he just gave it a look and said, see you later. At the plate now is Colby Ott. The first pitch to him is popped up on the infield, foul ground. Hackman over near the dugout, might have a play, not a play as it lands over the railing into the Festus dugout. Strike 1 on Colby Ott. Singled earlier in this inning, got things going for them. They started things off with back-to-back hits, then a strikeout, then a pop-out, and then they got the ball rolling with 2 outs. Big time. 0-1 on Colby Ott. Bases empty, 2 outs. The pitch coming home. Looks at it outside, 1-1.
And John, this all started with that at bat we talked about with Will Schnitzler. He looked bad, and then he fought off pitches and found what he could hit.
The pitch coming home. Swinging a line drive, foul outside of third. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Colby Ott. And to give you an indication how this team is for real, they are getting to Washington's ace early in this game. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Colby Ott. He is set up. We'll see if Stallman can finish it with a strikeout. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive, foul. Down the left field line.
John, this is one of those rare occasions. You see it in baseball happen from time to time to your aces, your best pitchers. Sometimes teams just have their number. Right now, Festus has Brandon Stallman's number.
Stallman has the batter set up. Ott waits for the 1-2, and here's the offering. Popped him up behind third. Out goes Braden Mayer and Bryce Mayer. In comes Colby Tipker, and the left fielder Tipker will make the catch in fair ground down the line and left, shallow part of the outfield. And the side is retired. 10 men come to the plates. They end up scoring 7. Big blow was the 2-run homer off the bat of Levi Ebersolds. And it is 7-0 Festus after an inning and a half here at Ronsick Field.
It pays to know a good plumber. If you've ever had a waterlogged basement or septic tank disaster, you know how valuable a good plumber is. At Advanced Plumbing Systems in Washington, Rick Henson and his bonded and insured crew of plumbers focus on excellent customer service and having the expertise to handle any plumbing job you may have, residential or commercial, bathroom or kitchen remodeling. They do sewer drain cleaning, sewer repair, water line replacement, camera inspections, jetting, water heaters, water softeners, leaky pipes, and much more. Call Advanced Plumbing Systems at 636-239-3339 today.
Hi, this is Jess Bowen with the Bank of Washington. We know life has changed over these past few months, but one thing will never change, and that is our commitment to serve you. Here's to all the smiles we hope you feel during drive-through visits, branch visits, and curbside help. Our hearts are with the community, and we want you to know we are here to help you bank the way you feel most comfortable. Call us at 636-239-7831 if there's anything you need from us to help you bank with confidence. Bank of Washington, grow with us, member FDIC.
Jordan Duncan back to work for Festus, and the first pitch is inside on Bryce Mayer, 1-0. It'll be Mayer, Tipker, and Coulter here in the second for Washington, and they have their work cut out for them. Here's a pitch in there for a strike on Mayer, 1 ball, 1 strike. It is 7-0 Festus here in the bottom of the second inning.
Well, John, one thing we know for sure, there won't be any quit in this Washington team.
No doubt about that, Coach. They're fully capable of coming back from a 7-0 deficit. Time to start chipping away right now.
Yeah, chipping away is right. You can't get all 7 back at once. You know, just start. It's Mayer on base, and let's just get 1 or 2 across here and then go from there.
Here's a fastball fouled back to the screen off the bat of Mayer, and it's 1-2. First plate appearance for Mayer against Jordan Duncan. Duncan kicks and delivers. Fastball outside, good waste pitch. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mayer batting 5th and playing shortstop. Lane Tipker, the number 6 hitters on deck, and then Zach Coulter in the hole batting 7th. The 2-2 coming home. Fastball fouled out of play right on the fastball. Staying alive is Bryce Mayer. 318 down the lines, 347 left power alley, and 343 in the right via 344 right center, and then 354 straight away. The 2-2 to Mayer coming home. Breaking ball is hit down the line and left, hooking foul.
Good at bat here for Mayer. He's fouled off 2-3 pitches here, and they've all been well hit. Just going to try to sneak one inside the third base bag.
These guys can hit the fastball, Coach. I mean, they've seen this kind of heat before.
Yes, I don't think that the speed will be anything to overpower them. We'll see what kind of movement that Duncan's got. And that's for any pitcher. If you've got good movement, you can get people out.
The 2-2. Just off the plate. Full count on Bryce Mayer. Jordan Duncan holds the glove out front about chest high. Kicks and pitches. Jammed him. Popped up. Foul ground. Another foul ball off the bat of Bryce Mayer. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Jordan Duncan. Holds the glove out front now. Gets the sign from Schnitzler. Now raises the glove a bit, steps back, crosses over, kicks, pitches, ground ball, foul outside of third. 4th foul ball of the at-bat here with 2 strikes. So Bryce Mayer hanging tough.
This is the 10th pitch.
The next. Popped him up, foul ground out of play. Pitch 11 coming up. He's making Duncan work, certainly.
He's almost thrown as many pitches to Mayer as he did the entire first inning. I had him for 15, give or take a couple there in the first inning.
Duncan gets the sign and offers the pitch, and there's a shot down the line and right, hooking out of play.
Pitch number 12. Duncan might walk him just to get him out of the batter's box.
Next pitch coming home. Swinging a ground ball back to the pitcher. He'll run halfway to first, underhand it over to Ebersold for the out. What an at-bat for Bryce Mayer, though. But Duncan kept throwing strikes.
That ball just kind of found Duncan. I'm not sure Duncan actually played it. I think it just played him.
Wasn't hit all that hard, kind of right back into his glove. So it goes as 1-3 on the putout. Blaine Tipker will bat now. Bases empty, 1 out. Washington second, trailing 7-0 to Festus. Fastball pumped in for a strike, 0-1.
I believe Ethan Moore warming up for Washington, John.
Duncan brings home the gas. Fastball fouled out of play. Strike 2 on Tipker. Then went whistled right by our window here. You're listening to Washington Post 218 baseball from KLPW FM 92.7 and AM 1220. Your next pitch fouled straight back. Got a piece to stay alive. Blaine Tipker battling Jordan Duncan.
Johnny, excited about my fishing tip for today?
Yeah, I am.
It's good.
The 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate. And went right between the wickets. Tipker will pick it up, hand it to Schnitzler. And there's a fraternity among catchers. They always try to help each other. 12 pitch at bat for Mayer before grounding back to the pitcher. Now it is Tipker behind 0-2, and he fouls off another. Staying alive.
We don't have that guy up here playing music tonight. He could have played that right now.
Yeah. Do they have the Bee Gees on the laptop?
They do not.
Staying alive, staying alive.
John, my fishing tip on a day like today, it's perfect with the heat and humidity. What you do, if you want to have a good time, put the pole down, go inside, and have some lemonade.
That is the best tip of all. Another 0-2 is upstairs on Tipker. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And if you don't like lemonade, have something else. Beverage of your choice.
There you go.
Maybe
1-2
an ice cold Pepsi.
Here's a 1-2 pitch from Pepsi in New Haven. Don't leave that out. Pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Blaine Tipker. Duncan missing with a couple. He offers the next. Swinging a line drive. Base hit to right field. Tipker reaches, played back in by Axtetter. That is a terrific at-bat for Blaine Tipker. Finally got Duncan to make a mistake and left one out over the plate.
Yeah, just enough, Tipker and Mayer here in the second inning making Duncan throw a whole bunch of pitches. Tipker was finally able to get one over the second baseman's head and into right field for a hit. That's going to bring Zach Coulter in, who's been Mr. Steady most of this year. He's been effective everywhere he's been and up and down the order. Just one of those kids that you like to have on your team. Mr. Versatility is what I like to call him.
They're going to run for the catcher Tipker with Sam Glosmeyer. So he's on at first, getting his lead. And Coulter looks at a pitch at the knees. Good fastball by Duncan to get out in front, 0-1. Duncan holds the ball by his right side, gloved by his left, looks over his left shoulder before coming set, throws over there, and Glosmeyer back. Quick tag by Eversole. Coulter batting on the left-hand side, facing the right-hander Jordan Duncan. Duncan to the belts from the stretch, kicks and pitches. Fastball over below, 1 ball, 1 strike on Coulter. He'll be followed by Braden Mayer. Coulter batting 7th, playing right field. .250 average, 8 RBIs, 15 runs scored on the season. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman. Could be 2. Out at second, on to first. It's going to get away from the first baseman. Coulter will have to stay put at first, though, as he slipped as he tried to cut and run to second base. The ball goes into the dugout, so he'll be awarded second base anyway.
It would be real
Coulter,
tough to turn to there, John.
He would have been, but a good throw gets him. I mean, it would have been a close play, but I believe a good throw actually gets him.
I've got an error on the shortstop on that play.
No doubt. So they get Glosmeyer, the lead runner, 4-6 on the force for out number 2, and then the errant throw allows Coulter to take second base. Braden Mayer, the batter now against Jordan Duncan. Here's a chance right here. This is what we talked about, chipping away, get one back on the board.
John, there seemed to be some confusion from the Festus dugout as to why Coulter was awarded second base right there.
Well, I thought the ball rolled into the dugout.
I did too, but there's that little bit of space right next to the dugout that's not in it, but is still out of play.
That answers that question. Here's a ball hit to left off the bat of Braden Mayer, and left fielder got turned around a bit, almost overplayed it, but Caleb Schweigert reaches back and makes the catch and retires the side. Boy, that was close to getting by Schweigert and would have put Washington on the board, but not to be this time as Mayer flies out to left field and the threat is erased. No runs, a hit, an error, and 1 man left on. We have played 2. It is 7-0 Festus on top of Washington here at Ronsick Field.
A unique opportunity is waiting for you at East Central College. We're your local community college that offers small class sizes, classes that transfer to all of Missouri's public universities with a tuition cost that is lower than any public university in the entire state. Enroll now for summer and fall classes at eastcentral.edu and we'll help you start, continue, or finish your degree. East Central College, we're stronger together.
Upgrading your banking experience with United Bank of Union has never been easier. The new UBU Switch Kit makes switching your accounts to United Bank of Union easier than ever before. Our 4-step Switch Kit covers gathering customer information, setting up new direct deposits, reestablishing your automatic payments, and closing your old accounts. Let us help you make the move to a better banking experience with United Bank. Find our Switch Kit online at www.ubu.bank. United Bank of Union will take you further. Member FDIC.
Stallman working on Caleb Schweigert, and the first pitch is in there for a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. A good breaking ball to start him off. Fooled him. He was looking heat. And here's a breaking ball hit in the air to center. Should be an easy play for Levi Weber. Comes in, and it drops in front of it. That ball just died. He went back initially and then came in and I thought that ball was definitely going to carry out to him, but it plunked in shallow center and just a wounded duck out there.
Yeah, John, dying in the air is a real good way to describe it because that thing literally just stopped. I think Weber, much like us, thought that ball was going to carry, and it did not.
Now it is Lane Axtetter at the plate here for Festus. Open stance facing Stallman. Leadoff batter aboard here for Festus, post 353. Here's the pitch. And that is taken for a strike at the knees on the inside corner. 0-1 on Axtetter, who struck out looking his first time up in the second. He is 0 for 1. Bats here in the third inning. Festus up 7-0 over Washington. Stallman gets the sign, comes set. Short lead at first. Stallman a long look. Here's the pitch. There's a ball hit foul outside of first base. Strike 2 on Axtetter. Tomorrow we're on the road as Dallas and I will be up at the Recplex in St. Peter's calling the game between Washington and St. Peter's. 8 o'clock starts. Up at the Recplex tomorrow on KLPW. Friday's off. We come back Saturday with the game against Baldwin at 5 and then wrap it up on Sunday afternoon. Pop up on the next pitch. Axtetter hits it in foul ground. Is there a play? It will drop in play, but just out of the reach of Braden Mayer, who had a heck of an effort over there and came up just short in front of the scoreboard.
John, for some reason, I can't think of what St. Peter's press box looks like.
Well, it's right behind home plate.
Yeah.
It's a pretty wide window. You know, it's ample space. Usually they have 2 windows, one for the guy running the scoreboard and one for us. So that's something we can look forward to. It's not air conditioned, I have to tell you that. And no fan, usually. Next pitch coming home, swinging a miss on the ball in the dirt. Snap throw to first, quick play, got him! They picked off Caleb Schweigert. Dude, you're screwed. And it's a bang, strike him out, throw him out, double play. What a play by Tipka. He has got an absolute cannon for an arm behind the plate. Base is empty now for Charlie Pratt.
That was just a perfect throw, perfect tag.
Pratt versus Stallman here, swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's 0-1.
And maybe that's what Washington needs tonight to get us going.
That kind of play can get you there. Big defensive play that should fuel the offense in the bottom of the third. Here's a ball hit slowly toward Mayer at third, gathers it in. Strong throw across in time, and the inning is over. No runs a hit, no errors, and a runner picked off. We have played 2.5. It is 7-0. Festus on top. Washington coming to bat in the third. Stay tuned.
If you've had a broken, cracked, or plugged sewer lateral line, you know about major plumbing problems. Missouri Trenchless Pipelining, LLC in Washington has the new high-tech solution to no-dig lateral repair with cured-in-place pipes. No digging reduces or eliminates excavation up to 100% at a comparable cost. Adds 50+ years of service to your existing pipes and super fast installation with laterals back in service the same day. Call Missouri Trenchless Pipelining at 636-432-5000 and get the high-tech solution to lateral line repair.
Have you outgrown your house and need a bedroom or family room added to your existing floor plan, but just can't afford the huge cost? Honorstall Foundations and Repair has got the cost-effective solution to your problem. They will cut an egress window or door in your existing basement foundation to safely get in or out of your basement in case of an emergency. Plus, they can also do wall crack repair, epoxy injection, and drain tile and sump pump installations. Call Honorstall Foundations and Repair at 636-584-1052 for your free basement and foundation evaluation and find the extra living space you need for your family at a fraction of the cost.
During the COVID-19 alert period, Schrader Insurance in Union and Washington are taking steps to protect their employees and customers. They recommend that work that is typically done face-to-face with their customers be conducted by telephone, email, or online. They will provide limited access by appointment only. Schrader Insurance feels this is needed so they can continue providing the best in service to their customers. Call 636-583-2296 in Union and 636-239-1130 in Washington.
Duncan versus Cody Tipker here in the third for Washington. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch is also over below. 2-0 on Tipker.
Favorite intro?
No?
A little rush action.
Yeah, oh, I like rush. There's no doubt. You know that. Anything from rush is okay. Here's a ball ripped up the middle, and it's going to drop in for a hit to center field. Cody Tipker aboard, leading off in the Washington third inning.
John, there's our start. 9-hole hitter getting a base hit. In the inning with that great defensive double play. Strike him out, throw him out. Now we've got top of the order up with guys on base.
Brandon Stallman facing Jordan Duncan. Duncan to Stallman. Fastball hit hard to center. And caught by the center fielder, Cole Wagner. Played it perfectly. Boy, he has hit the ball on the screws twice tonight. Lining out to the center fielder here and the shortstop back in the first. He is 0 for 2 on 2 hard hit balls.
John, the 6:53 train's on time.
Rolling on down to San Antone. Levi Weber versus Duncan. Here's the pitch, fouled out of play. Runner was going. Tipker with good wheels was off to second and had a terrific jump. Hit and run was on. Weber fouls it out of play. Strike.
Coach Getty trying to force the action there a little bit and see if he can get something started.
Duncan gets the sign. Snap throw over to first base. Tipker back without a tag. Levi Weber, 286 average coming in, 18 batted in, 23 runs scored. On base percentage, 461. Duncan comes set, kicks, pitches. Right down the middle with the cheese, 0-2. Weber struck out looking in the first. He's 0 for 1. Bats here in the third, runner first, nobody out. Actually, 1 out. Another throw to first, no tag from Ebersol. These guys just look like baseball players, man, don't they?
I mean, even from their warm-ups when we got here, you know, they had shorts on. Everyone had the same thing on.
The pitch to Weber. Inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, so many teams we've seen this summer got here and coaches didn't know who was going to be here and who wasn't, and that kind of thing. Didn't have a lineup, you know, 5 minutes before game, and not the case with Festus.
Now they know the routine. I mean, they've been in this situation many times before, and they come prepared. I mean, like Coach Getz, he probably had his lineup filled out this morning. Here's a ball hit to left, base hit off the bat of Weber, going the other way. Stopping at second for Washington will be the courtesy runner, and they are actually it's Cody Tipker running for himself. Beg your pardon. Tipker's stopping down at second base. So the first batter on with Tipker singling, and then the line out by Stallman. Now another hit for Levi Weber. He's 1 for 2. 2 on, 1 out for Jack Shasheen. Here's an opportunity right.
No, can't afford to miss out on these opportunities now.
Duncan to Shasheen. Breaking ball. Hit on the ground. Diving stop by Wilson at second. Throws it wide of the bag at first. And a run is going to score. Here comes Tipker. He slides in safe without a play. And Shasheen takes second on the error. Over to third is Weber. 7-1. Washington trails Festus. Tell you what, that was an outstanding play by Chase Wilson in the hole at second. If he makes an accurate throw, he gets Shasheen. That was, I mean, I'm just amazed by the fully extended diving play to keep it on the infield.
John, I don't know how he got to that ball.
Here's Hackman looking at a pitch outside.
But here we are, 2 runners in scoring position here with a real good RBI man up, and Joe Hackman a chance to cut into this, get back in the game.
The pitch, fastball. Edmonds hit in the air to right. Driving Axtetter back, makes the catch. Runner at third will tag. Throw to the infield, cut off, comes into second. 2 base runners move up 90 feet. Weber scores on the sac fly off the bat of Hackman, and Shasheen takes third base. 2 outs. 7-2.
2 runs in. Can't get it all back at once, obviously. Just chip away, and
here's Mayer swinging at the first pitch, and he fouls it out of play. Strike 1 on Bryce Mayer. 324 average coming in, 25 runs batted in, 19 runs scored. And his OBP was
much like we've seen Tipker do time and time again this summer. Just a real nice piece of defensive catching work right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Bryce Mayer, who grounded back to the pitcher after a 12-pitch at-bats back in the 2nd inning. The pitch here is grounded hard right at the third baseman. Pratt up with it, throws in the dirt, but it one hops into the glove of Ebersholt, and the inning comes to a close. Washington comes up with 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error, and they stranded 1. We played 3. It's a 5-run game now. 7-2, Festus on top of Washington going to the 4th here at Ronsick Field. This is American Legion Baseball on KLPW.
During the COVID-19 alert period, Schrader Insurance in Union and Washington are taking steps to protect their employees and customers. They recommend that work that is typically done face-to-face with their customers be conducted by telephone, email, or online. They will provide limited access by appointment only. Schrader Insurance feels this is needed so they can continue providing the best in service to their customers. Call 636-583-2296 in Union and 636-239-1130 in Washington.
Modern Auto Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is the one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. And now they're offering full interior and exterior auto detailing. Interior package includes vacuuming all carpets, dusting all surface trim, wiping and disinfecting all surfaces, HVAC system disinfectant, and cleaning all the windows. The exterior package includes a full hand wash and wax. Call Dan Walsh with Modern Auto Company at 636-239-6777 for pricing and scheduling today.
Reekers Tire and Auto has once again been voted #1 by readers of the Missourian, top tire and automotive repair shop in the area. If you're in the market for tires, you can visit reekerstire.com and get an online quote on tires emailed to you within 24 hours. For planned repairs or in the event of a breakdown, Reekers Tire and Auto has 2 shops to make sure your vehicle is back on the road as soon as possible. For the best service, go to Reekers Tire and Auto in Washington. Leading off is Nolan Roth. Here's the pitch, and that is actually, beg your pardon, leading off is Will Schnitzler, and he grounds one foul outside of third. We're in the 4th inning here. Stallman back on the hill. It's a 7-2 Festus lead. 1 ball, 1 strike on Will Schnitzler. Stallman holds the glove out front, steps back, crosses over, rocks and fires. Foul out of play. Fooled him with the pitch, but he got a piece, and he fouls it straight back.
John, this is very likely to be the last time we see Stallman on the bump this summer. And I don't know what his plans are next year, but maybe the last time in a post-218.
The pitch. Low and away, off the glove of Tipker. Back toward the screen. A ball and 2 strikes on Schnitzler. On deck hitter is Dylan Schnitzler. So you got 2 Schnitzlers, 8 and 9 in the lineup. The 1-2. Change up, strike 3 called. Good pitch at the belt. And Schnitzler is now 1 for 2. He singled back in the 2nd, but is caught looking here in the 4th.
Good pitch right there. A fast or a change up, a little bit up, but in the strike zone.
Well, they got Chase Wilson batting, so he must have maybe he changed jerseys, Coach. Chase Wilson is wearing number 10 tonight for Festus. Here's a pitch on the inside corner. Good breaking ball. And he is behind starting off with this plate appearance. He's 1 for 1, single back in the 2nd. That is one of 6 hits they had that frame. Next pitch. Wilson waits for the next. Stallman kicks and offers. There's a foul out of play. New baseball for Brandon Stallman. Base is empty, 1 out here in the Festus 4th inning. Wilson versus Stallman. Wilson waits, Stallman kicks and fires. Breaking ball over below, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
John, this Festus team draws from a number of different high schools down there in that northern lead belt area. And just a quality group of guys.
The 1-2. In the dirt, skips by the catcher. The thing is, you know, that program dominates. Now, there's other Legion programs around that region, but Festus is the program that's head and shoulders above everyone else, so everybody congregates to it, you know.
Yeah, you know, none of those high school teams down there are just spectacular, but you put the best players all together, and this is what you get.
Yep. 2-2 the count. Wilson waits. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. Full count.
Real nice at bat by Wilson. 0-2, forced it full.
Stallman doesn't want to lose him. Holds the glove out front. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Got him swinging. Wilson is 1 for 2. And there's 2 outs here in the Festus 4th.
7 strikeouts in the night now for Stallman. Cole Wagner's coming in just hoping that he doesn't get his foot hit this time.
Twice is enough.
He says, hit me anywhere else, but not in my foot.
Fouled one off his own foot with his bat and then got hit by a pitch his last time up. Here's the next pitch. It is grounded to the right side, playable for Shashin. He gathers it in and throws out Cole Wagner. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Stallman with 2 strikeouts after 3.5. Washington trails by 5, and they need some runs. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 7-2, Festus on top.
There's nothing worse than breaking down on the side of the road and not knowing who to call for help. At Patriot Towing in Washington and Union, they have the equipment and experience necessary to get you off the road safely. Whether it's by towing your vehicle to your mechanic or fixing a minor repair on the spot with their roadside assistance, your safety is always their main concern. For residential, commercial, or roadside assistance 24/7, call Patriot Towing, 636-392-5070. Patriot Towing, your trusted choice for all your emergency towing and roadside assistance needs.
Raycom Security Incorporated, your locally owned and operated alarm company. In business for over 30 years with over 70 years experience. Security alarms, fire alarms, medical alerts, camera systems, access control, and phone systems. Plus, Raycom Security will give you a free, no-obligation security survey and bid. Located at 3057 Highway A, at the corner of A and YY in downtown Krakow. Call 1-866-RAYCOM-1. That's 1-866-722-6661. Or log on to raycomsecurity.com.
Bottom of the 4th, Washington trails 7-2. Jordan Duncan back on the hill for Festus here. And he'll be going to work against Blaine Tipker leading off. Tipker singled his last time up. He swings the first pitch here and lines it to right. And the right fielder, Axtetter, was thinking about gunning over to first, but thought better of it and throws it into the infield as towards second. 2 for 2 now, Blaine Tipker on the night.
It's another good start as Glosmeyer comes the pinch run for Tipker again, and Washington's in business here early.
Zach Coulter will bat here. He reached in an error back in the 2nd inning. Hit a tailor-made double play ball to second, but the throw to first was in the dirt and by the first baseman. Here's Coulter looking at pitch for a strike on the outside corner, belt high. 0-1. Duncan out in front.
I was thinking Coach Getty might try to bunt right here, see if they could get Glosmeyer moved over, but definitely not on that first pitch. You know, a bunt down the first baseline here with the first baseman holding on might be pretty effective. Third baseman's even with the bag, so that would be tough. But even with Coulter's good speed.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think a bunt either direction, he's on. Here's the pitch. Over below. 1 ball, 1 strike on Coulter. Braden Mayer is on deck. Runner first and nobody out. Washington trailing by 5. We're in the 4th. Duncan from the stretch. Steps off. Coulter requesting time. He's out. Pitcher back on. Coulter back in. A ball and a strike on the Washington right fielder, Coulter. The pitch. Down and in. 2-1. Schnitzler behind the plate. Ebersold at first. Wilson at second. Pratt at third. Ott at shorts. Schweigert in left. Wagner in center. And Axtetter in right. The pitch. Started to go. Held up. Took a strike. 2-2 on Zach Coulter. Good fastball from Duncan.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Coulter thought he saw there, but whatever it was, it didn't agree with his brain.
Duncan comes set. Runner first getting his lead. Stays put. Pitches hit toward center field. Base hit. Glosmeyer will stop at second. Played back in by Wagner. Back-to-back singles. Washington is in biz here in the fourth.
John, just a chance to chip away here again in the middle innings and give yourself a chance at the end of the game.
How about the bottom half of the order coming through and getting the thing started for him here? Good job. He's 6 and 7 hitters singling. Now we'll see if Braden Mayer can keep it going. Hit the ball well, but into the glove of the left fielder his first time up. He looks at a pitch high here from Duncan. That one seemed to slip out of his hand a bit. Got away from him. Ball 1 on Braden Mayer. Cody Tipker on deck. 2 on, nobody out. Infield will look for 2. Duncan to Mayer. Ball hit in the air to center. Should be an easy play for Cole Wagner. And he reaches up, makes the catch. 1 out. Glosmeyer stays put at second base. Strong throw back to the infield. 1 away here in the Washington fourth inning.
Well, not exactly what Washington was looking for right there, but not the end of the world. First out, still got 2 guys on. A hit here. May score a run. Something in the gap might score 2 with Coulter's speed. Keep the rally going with top of the order on deck.
Cody Tipker 1 for 1 with a run scored back in the third. Pitch at the knees. Good fastball from Duncan. Strike 1. Tipker will be followed by Brandon Stallman, who has ripped it twice tonight, but right at fielders. The 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Had him out in front a bit. 0-2.
Yeah, I think he was looking fastball, and he had swung, and the ball had not got there yet.
Tough to hold up sometimes. I mean, especially with good pitchers. If you're used to seeing that heat coming at you and then he changes you up, it can be dynamite for the pitcher and make the batter look a little silly. It's 0-2. The pitch coming home. Change up in the dirt. Nicely blocked by Will Schnitzler. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, John, have we seen some good catching this summer or what?
We have. I mean, when you have the likes of Tipker and Hageman for Washington, and then the fill-in
yeah.
with Molitor. Next pitch coming home. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Tipker, and there's 2 outs. But then you look at some of the other guys that came in from the Pirates had an outstanding catch. You know, the Belleville team.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen some just dynamic catchers this summer.
And there's other good catchers, you know, from the 9th District. Union had an outstanding catchers. You know, I'm sure St. Peter's has a pretty good catcher. Ellsbury
had a good one.
At the plate now, Brandon Stallman looking at a pitch high and wide, 1-0. He is 0 for 2 with a couple of lineouts, 1 to short, 1 to center. The 1 to short was a spectacular play by Colby Ott, diving to his right, fully extended in the hole at shortstop. Next pitch, hit up the middle, and it's going to get by the second baseman into center field, and will score a run. Throwing to second base. They'll have runners at the corners. The single off the bat of Stallman plates Glosmeyer. It's 7-3, and just like that, it's a 4-run game as Stallman comes through with 2 outs.
I think Wilson's probably kicking himself a little bit because he didn't have to backhand that like he tried to do. He had time to get in front of it. It wasn't that hard hit of a ball, but he decided to do the little backhand, and it ate him up.
Tell you what, Coach, I think it kind of took a kind of a bad hop at the last second, too, didn't it?
Yes. Did not stay down like he expected it to.
Levi Weber at the plate. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. The pitch. Swings the first pitch, fouls it straight back.
Boy, oh boy, what a big at bat this could be for Levi Weber in post 218.
Oh, 1 of the gap, and heck, we've got a 2-run game. You got Stallman at first, Coulter over at third, 2 outs. 0-1 count on Levi Weber. Duncan to the belt and to the plate. Breaking ball hit into the glove of Charlie Pratt at third base. Boy, right on the screws. Headed down toward that left field corner, but Pratt was there in perfect position to snag it for the 3rd and final out. Washington comes up with a run And they get that run on 3 hits. They end up stranding 2. We have played 4 at Brunswick Field. 7-3 with Festus on top of Washington Post 218.
Raycom Security Incorporated, your locally owned and operated alarm company. In business for over 30 years with over 70 years experience. Security alarms, fire alarms, medical alerts, camera systems, access control, and phone systems. Plus, Raycom Security will give you a free, no-obligation security survey and bid. Located at 3057 Highway A, at the corner of A and YY in downtown Krakow. Call 1-866-RAYCOM-1. That's 1-866-722-6661. Or log on to raycomsecurity.com.
Hi, this is John Freitag with First State Community Bank. We are proud to sponsor youth and high school sports throughout the communities we serve. Our team would like to wish the local athletes the best of luck, and we are proud of their success. And remember, when it comes to your finances, success starts here at First State Community Bank. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, online at fscb.com.
One app, all the features. The United Bank of Union Mortgage app allows you to apply from anywhere. Download the United Bank of Union Mortgage app on your device to apply, get pre-qualified, track your progress, calculate payments, scan documents, and more. Your dream home could be more realistic than you think. Download our app to get started or visit ubu.mortgage for details. United Bank of Union, a trusted lender since 1934. We'll take you further. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Stallman versus Duncan here in the 5th. And misses down and in. We have a 1-1 count on Jordan Duncan. One pitcher facing another here. Stallman versus Duncan. Here comes the 1-1. It's down and in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
Name that tune, John.
Yes. Something from Yes. Ebersold on deck. Here's the pitch. Just inside. 3-1. Looks pretty darn good to me. Here's Stallman stepping back, crosses over, kicks, fires, and there's one well out of the strike zone. So he walks Jordan Duncan. Leadoff walk issue, and Levi Ebersold will be the batter. 7-3. Washington trails Festus. We're in the 5th inning here at Brunswick Field. We won't be broadcasting game 2 of this Twin Bills, so get on out here and watch the second game because you're seeing 2 fine teams go toe-to-toe tonight. We will have the game at St. Peter's tomorrow from the Recplex live on KLPW. Ebersold waits. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-0 on Ebersold, who homered back in the second. A 2-run shot over the fence and left, and also struck out swinging in the first. The pitch. Low and away. I mean, that homer was an absolute rocket off his bat. It was a line drive out of here over the Heritage Community Bank sign in left field.
It didn't take long to get out of here either.
2-0 on Levi Ebersold. The pitch coming home. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
John, I had Stallman close to 70 pitches coming into this inning, so starting to get up there. Not sure how long Coach Getsy's going to let him go.
Stallman is ready. So is Ebersold. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good changeup. 2-2. And like you said earlier, this may be his last start on the hill this season for Washington Post 218. I mean, they have a game tomorrow. They come back with they're off Friday. They come back Saturday and Sunday. Don't see him pitching over the weekend.
I don't think so either.
Next pitch, just misses. Full count.
The only chance would be Sunday, and today's Wednesday. It's only 4 days, maybe, but I doubt it.
No, there's enough guys to go around.
Right.
Big staff, so more than likely the last start for Stallman. Here's the next pitch, over below. So back-to-back walks of Duncan and Ebersold. You have a courtesy runner for Duncan. It's Grant Beck.
This is going to bring Coach Getsy out, and a pitching change, it looks like, is Ethan Morton trotting onto the field. And John, like you just said, this might be the last time we get to see Brandon Stallman as a pitcher for Post 218. We'll see him in the field and then his usual leadoff spot.
Yeah.
And if it is indeed the last time that we see him on the bump, what a heck of a career in a post 218 uniform for Brandon Stallman. I mean, he has just been rock solid for 4 years here. Just quality pitching performance after quality pitching performance.
He gets a nice hand from the crowd as he leaves. And now Ethan Mort will come on. The Purcell Tire and Service Center call to the pin, sponsored by Purcell Tire and Service Center downtown Washington, with a new location coming off Highway 100, just across the highway from Modern Auto. So Mort will warm up as we go to the pin, and the Purcell Tire and Auto call to the pin on KLPW. They always keep you and your vehicle in the game.
Is your vehicle in need of repair? Riekers Tire and Auto has 2 locations to serve your automotive needs: 510 Madison Avenue and 4710 South Point Road near Kohl's. We service most makes and models, foreign and domestic. Riekers Tire and Auto also carries a large selection of tires and wheels at competitive prices. Our South Point Road has 2 quick lube bays and accepts walk-ins for tire repair and safety and emission inspections. Call Riekers Tire and Auto at 636-239-2722 or 239-3333.
For the best meats around, visit the winning team of Williams Brothers Meat Market, located in the heart of Washington. They offer the finest locally raised beef, chicken, and pork. Right now is the perfect time to stock up on family packs of ground beef, ground chuck, chicken, and pork, because meat prices have finally dropped. And don't forget, Williams Brothers has over 40 flavors of bratwurst, just ready for your next backyard barbecue. So stop by the winning team of Williams Brothers Meat Market today at 607 West 5th Street in Washington.
After 2 straight walks issued by Brandon Stallman, he gives way to Ethan Mort, number 6. And Mort is the second pitcher of the ball game for post 218. He'll come in here and he'll be working to Colby Ott, number 6. Mort with 16 2/3 innings pitched. His record is, well, he doesn't have a record. Comes in as a reliever on most occasions. There's a pitch pumped in for a strike on Ott, and it's 0-1. We're in the 5th inning here. And Mort's ERA is 2.52. Given up a couple of hits. Actually, he's given up 18 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 on Ott. So he fools Ott on 2 straight pitches. Mort also has 6 strikeouts, 2 hit batters, and 6 walks. He is working on Colby Ott here. Runners at first and second. Lead runner is Grant Beck. He's running for the pitcher, Duncan. The 0-2 to Ott. Swing and a miss. He carved him up. Good morning, good noon, and good night, Mr. Ott. Thanks for coming.
Boy, what a start for Ethan Mort, John.
It's a big change of pace going from Stallman to Ott. So
he's not just righty to lefty. He was just a completely different kind of pitcher. And now a ground ball here, and you're out of this inning. You know, big momentum. You go ahead and get the hit again.
I just think it's hard to pick up the ball as it leaves Mort's hand. There's a pitch down and in on Schweigert, ball 1. He's 2 for 2, a pair of singles, run scored. Got picked off, and they strike him out, throw him out, double play back in the 3rd. That ended that inning. He's ahead here, 1-0. Potential big inning in the making for Festus. Here's a pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, John, this could be kind of a defining point as what's going to happen in the late innings of this ball game.
Mort leans in, gets the sign. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch in the dirt, blocked by Tipker. Keeps it right there in front of him at home plate. Textbook block by Mr. Tipker. 2-1 on Schweigert. Infield will look for 2. 1 out here in the Festus 5th. Mort to the belt, to the plate. Swinging a line drive, hooking foul down the line and left. 2-2. New baseball for Mort coming.
Just a little bit out in front of that, John.
Didn't take him long to figure out Stallman. You know, get their timing down against him, unfortunately. And first 2 that are facing Mort are trying to figure him out here. Schweigert facing Ethan Mort. The lefty for Washington Post 218 leans in, holds the ball behind his back, gets the sign, comes to set, and fires, misses upstairs. Full count. Lane Ekstetter on deck for Festus. Mort kicks and fires. Misses high and wide. 3 walks in the inning, 2 by Stallman, now 1 for Mort. Bases are loaded for Axtetter. This is dangerous, Coach.
Yeah, that's whenever you get free passes and they're beating you, you're beating yourself.
Yep.
They're not beating you right now. This is just self-inflicted wounds.
They're a pitch away from getting out of it. Double play gets him out of the inning. They are in at the corners, back up the middle. Axtetter has struck out looking and swinging. Check swing foul. Back to the screen. Strike 1 here on Axtetter.
I don't know how many times in my life I heard former Missouri football coach Gary Pinkel say in interviews that Missouri can't beat Missouri.
Yep.
You can't beat yourself. You have to do, walks, free passes, hit by pitches, make them hit to get on.
I mean, how many teams are out there that can actually go in thinking they can make a ton of mistakes and still win? Probably not many at all, even the best teams.
Right.
Next pitch coming home. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And when you're playing when you're a quality team like Washington is, Washington's a very, very good baseball team. When you're playing another very good baseball team, you've got to be on top of your game.
A ball and a strike on Lane. Axtetter looking for his first hit. He's been fanned twice. Open stance, back in the box. Bases juiced, 1 out. Mort, the pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Tipker. 2-1. At third is Beck, second Ebersold, and Schweigert on at first. Axtetter at the plate, and he's ahead in the count, 2-1. Mort looking and battling from behind. Kicks, pitches, over but low, 3-1. Mort's one of those pitchers, he normally pounds the strike zone, but he's got to be out in front of hitters.
Yeah, when you're a crafty lefty like what Ethan Mort is, you can't fall behind hitters.
Axtetter looking for something he can drive here. It's a 4-run Festus lead. Mort kicks and fires. Swinging a ground ball to second, could be 2. Over to second, out there, on to first, up the line. It's not in time. At first, a run scores. 8-3 Festus. A good throw gets him on a bang-bang play at first for an ending double play, but it was up the line a bit. And as a result, Beck scores from third, and they'll have runners at the corners as Ebersold advances over to third base. Schweigert is the second out on the force at second, and then Axtetter is aboard at first base. So the batter now, Charlie Pratt. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Right over the top of that pitch, it's 0-1 on Pratt. Pratt versus Mort. To the belt. He kicks and fires. Ground ball. It's backhanded by Mayer. Goes to second, low but out. Heck of a play by Mayer to his right. Deep in the hole, it's short. And then fires to Shashin at second, covering. The throw was low. He was able to adjust, get the glove down there, make the catch and hold on, and keep his foot on the bag to secure the outside retired. 1-1, 1 run crosses the plate. Here in the 5th for Festus, they lead by 5. 8-3 over Washington, Post 218. We'll come back with the bottom of the 5th after this timeout on KLPW. Stay tuned.
For the best meats around, visit the winning team of Williams Brothers Meat Market, located in the heart of Washington. They offer the finest locally raised beef, chicken, and pork. Right now is the perfect time to stock up on family packs of ground beef, ground chuck, chicken, and pork because meat prices have finally dropped. And don't forget, Williams Brothers has over 40 flavors of bratwurst, just ready for your next backyard barbecue. So stop by the winning team of Williams Brothers Meat Market today at 607 West 5th Street in Washington.
Do you have basement flooding or foundation problems at your house? Call Unnerstall Foundation and Foundation Repair at 636-584-1052 today. Get a free foundation inspection from their qualified and trusted specialists and find out the real answers to your basement and foundation problems. They do bowed wall straightening, wall crack repairs, epoxy injections, drain tile, and sump pump installations. Call Unnerstall Foundation at 636-584-1052 for your free basement and foundation and get it fixed for good.
Buying a new home is exciting, but the process can be overwhelming. I'm Sandy Anderson with Citizens Bank in Washington. Our loan professionals can help you find the right loan for your needs. We equity, fixed rate, FHA, VA, USDA, construction, and adjustable rate mortgages. 4 locations in New Haven, Gerald, Pacific, or Washington, and let our loan professionals help you get started. Citizens Bank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Well, I guess the question is, Dallas, are you working for the weekend?
Always.
New pitcher in the game, Chase Wilson for Festus, and the Purcell Tire call to the pen. Any sport, any season, they'll keep you and your vehicle in the game at Purcell Tire and Service Center in Washington. Had Mort for 27 pitches coming in to pitch in that 5th inning. Now we go to the bottom half of the frame, and Washington trailing by 5, once again 8-3. And Washington will be sending up Jack Shasheen, Joe Hackman, and Bryce Mayer. 3, 4, and 5 hitters.
Getting into the later innings of this ball game, John, and time to start making a move if you're supposed to.
They got something going in the 4th, but ended up stranding a couple. Still got to run across to get something going here. 5-run game, 5th inning action, Ronsick Field. Wilson versus Shasheen. Open stance, back in the box, Wilson to Shasheen. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul out of play. Shasheen is singled and reached in an error.
John, did you notice if there was a double switch last inning, or did they just take Stallman's bat out of the lineup?
H for the pitcher would be my guess now. I don't know if they put him in there, if they'll put him in at 3rd possibly, take the place of Mayer. Here's a pitch, hits on the outside corner, strike 2.
That could be. Surely they didn't.
You know, they're going to have his bat in the
right,
lineup.
that's.
But I thought they might DH him.
That could be. That could very well be right there. You're probably right, because we didn't have a DH going into this game, so that's probably right.
Next pitch coming home. Swinging a fly ball, foul out of play. If I'm not mistaken, looking back at that, looking at the lineup, I think he was starting pitcher / DH, so that would be the case if he's going to stay in the game and be the DH now. Yep, that is the case. So he'll be batting leadoff and the designated hitter batting for the pitcher, Mort. Next pitch to Shasheen upstairs. 1-2. Shasheen leading off in the 5th. What a night here. Beautiful evening here at Ronsick Field in Washington, Missouri. Final week of COVID League baseball action here on KLPW. The pitch. Ball hit to right. Tough play. And it's over the head of Axtetter. Rolls to the fence. He's kind of dogging it, going after the ball to the base of the fence. It's going to be 3 for Shasheen. Fire back into the infield. Shasheen with a stand-up triple leading off here in the 5th inning.
John, I think Axtetter just lost it in the sun.
I think you're right, because I think he played it initially perfectly to his right. Then all of a sudden, boom, he lost it completely, and next thing you know, it was over his head.
And he just almost wasn't even, it was kind of a half jog to go get the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, man, I know it was embarrassing, but come on, make up for it. Hustle a little bit. He got blinded by the sun there, so Hackman will bat after the triple by Shasheen. The pitch from Wilson. In the dirt's perfect block by Schnitzler. Ball 1.
John, like you said, Axtetter might have been blinded briefly there by the sun and maybe not been able to run and get it. Probably might not know where it was.
Well, you know, you're right, because if you really take a shot in the eyes by the sun, you don't see right away. It's a good point. Here's a changeup. Hackman swings and misses. So not trying to get on him that much,
right.
But it's just that he didn't seem to be running that
no,
hard.
It
But,
did not.
but if you can't see that well, you're not going to be running that hard.
That brief second, you can't see.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hack. Runner at 3rd, nobody out. Leadoff triple by Shasheen. Wilson, the 1-1. In the dirt's off the catcher's glove and chest protector and back to his right, and a run will score in the wild pitch. Well, that was a rare instance where the catcher Schnitzler should have gotten down to block the ball. He tried to glove it, and it bounced in, short hopped him off his glove, off the chest protector, and maybe got a piece of the mask and kicked to his right, allowing Shasheen to score, and it's 8-4.
And I think that actually got a piece of him somewhere, John, as we've got a little delay in action here as they're checking on the catcher. I think it might have actually got him in the throat. Much like you said the other day, all that gear on the ball always finds skin.
Especially with those masks. I mean, the new masks anymore, they're designed to come over and come down and protect the throat area. Pitch to Hackman low and away. He's okay, though. And the scoreboard is off here. I believe it's 3-1 now, right?
That's what I've got as well.
3-1 on Hackman. Hill looking for something he can drive here. Run across. It's a 4-run game, 8-4. Hackman versus Wilson. Wilson steps back, crosses over. Rocks and fire. Swing and a rip to left. Base hit for Hackman. Never out of the game. Washington Post 218. They will battle to the very last out.
Well, they're too talented and too good of a lineup top to bottom to ever be out of a game.
Yep.
You know, right now we've seen it 7-0, now 7-4. They've cut the lead in half, or 8-4 now, excuse me. Cut the lead in half with a chance to do more.
So Bryce Mayer comes on now. Hackman at first base, getting his lead. Wilson high set. The pitch to Mayer. Change up outside, ball 1. He is 0-2, a ground out to third and a grounder back to the pitcher. But as always, getting good at bats and making the pitcher work. Looking for a hit now. Mayer waits, the pitch in the dirt. That one is blocked by the catcher Schnitzler to keep the runner at first base. 2 balls, no strikes on Mayer. Tipker on deck. Infield will look for 2 here. Chase Wilson toes the rubber. Hackman gets his lead off the bag at first base. Wilson gets the sign from Schnitzler. High set, the pitch coming home. Right down the middle. 2-1.
Taking all the way right there, you know, down 4 here in 5th inning, moving on into this game, and got to be just a little bit more conservative now.
Mayer waits as Wilson leans in, gets the sign. Comes set. The pitch. Outside. 3-1. Heck of an outing today for Jordan Duncan, heading for roughly 70 pitches by my count. Gave up 3 runs, a total of 7 hits, a couple of strikeouts, and no walks. Checking the runner over first. Hackman back without a tag. And he's in line to get the win if Festus can hold on. Wilson kicks and fires to Mayer. Upstairs, walked him. Triple, single, and now a walk. And the batter will be Blaine Tipker. Hackman down to second base. Still nobody out.
And John, how about this? The potential tying run in the on-deck circle. Who would have thought that down 7-0 just a couple innings ago?
Well, you know, you and I talked about it, how they're never out of a game because they always find a way to get back. Coach Zach Bone's going to come out of the dugout here, and they're going to have a little chat on the bump. Hey, sports fans, tomorrow night we have Washington AAA COVID League Baseball at St. Peter's at the Recplex. It's going to be at 8 o'clock first pitch. Going to be warm, so if you don't want to make the trip up to St. Peter's, tune in to KLPW Radio. Friday is off, and then we come back with action on Saturday and Sunday. We have a new pitcher coming into the game, it looks like. So Wilson, I believe, is done, if I'm not mistaken.
He certainly came to the dugout. It does appear that number 5, I believe that's Dylan Whitner, will be our new pitcher.
So he'll warm up and we'll take a break. We have a Purcell Tire call to the pin, sponsored by Purcell Tire and Service Center in Washington. Any sport, any season, they'll keep you and your car in the game. This is KLPW. Back in a moment.
Do you have basement flooding or foundation problems at your house? Call Understall Foundation and Foundation Repair at 636-584-1052 today. Get a free foundation inspection from their qualified and trusted specialists and find out the real answers to your basement and foundation problems. They do bowed wall straightening, wall crack repairs, epoxy injections, drain tile, and sump pump installations. Call Understall Foundation at 636-584-1052 for your free basement and foundation inspection today and get it fixed for good.
So the new pitcher is Dylan Whitner for Festus, Post 353. And he's the third pitcher of the evening. And it'll be Blaine Tipker coming on here. He's having a good night at the plate, 2 for 2. And as usual, his steady self behind the plate. Picking off a runner on a strike him out, throw him out double play earlier in the game. So Tipker will try to keep this inning going with an at-bat here in the 5th. 2 on and nobody out. The pitch upstairs.
7:37 train jump. Right on time.
I'm glad to see the trains are operating on time these days. 1-0 on Tipker. Whitner, high set. The right-hander kicks and pitches. Misses inside. 2-0 on Tipker. Previous at-bats came in the second and fourth. Singled both times. Forced out at second, back in the second, and scored in the fourth. The pitch hit in the air to left center. That's going to drive Schweigert back, and makes the catch. In deep left field and fires back to the infield. Heck of a play by Caleb Schweigert out there, and Tipker gave it a ride. Probably about 5-10 feet short of the fence, Coach.
Yeah, John, that ball just kept going. When it first left the bat, I just thought it was going to be a routine fly ball, but he took off on a dead sprint to get there, and he just barely did, but nonetheless, it's an out. A well-hit ball by Tipker, and life moves on.
Tipker now 2 for 3 on the evening. Now it is Zach Coulter facing Whitner. Whitner kicks and pitches, misses outside and high to 1-0. Coulter is looking for a second hit. He's reached base twice, has yet to score. Reached in an error back in the second and singled back in the fourth. Hackman at second, Mayer at first. Coulter waits for the 1-0. Here it is. Fastball over below. 2-0. Whitner fell behind Tipker, coaxed him into a fly out to left. He falls behind Coulter here, 2-0. Let's see if Coulter can make him pay. Coulter up in the box. Whitner at the 2-0. Way high, 3-0. A walk here would load him up for Braden Mayer.
John, I'll bet you a soda that Coulter's taking right here.
You know, I know he is. He's not swinging on 3-0. There it is, right down the middle, right in the wheelhouse, and he was taken all the way. Fundamental baseball, right?
Yes, sir.
I didn't take the bet, by the way.
I know it. Well, someone out there might have brought us some Pepsi. They did the last time.
They did. 3-1, headed home. Popped him up, just got under it. Out to shallow center field. Making the call is Wilson, the second baseman, in front of Wagner, the center fielder. Wagner slipped, went down to the seat of his pants, trying to slam on the brakes. Wilson looked like he was calling for it all the way, but you know, I thought that was Wagner's ball, Coach, because it's an easier play coming in.
It was going to be a whole lot easier for the center fielder to catch that. And it would have avoided a potential collision that we almost had, which the ball very likely would have fell to the ground.
So Coulter got his pitch, but just under it a bit. Now at the plate, Braden Mayer. He swings the first pitch here and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Two big outs in a row right there, John.
Huge, absolutely huge. Mayer is 0 for 2, fly out to left and a fly to center. He's behind here, 0-1. Whitner, high set. The right-hander kicks and pitches. Swing and a pop up on the infield. Out to the outfield grass goes the second baseman, Chase Wilson. Comes in a couple of steps, puts it away for the third and final out. First 3 men reach. Washington comes up with 1 run on 2 hits, and they end up stranding 2. We played 5. It's an 8-4 ball game. Festus on top of Washington Post 218 here at Ronsick Field.
Let me tell you a thing or two about the people who don't compromise. They love Pepsi Zero Sugar. Why? Because it's got all the flavor and zero the sugar. How's that for not compromising? They're the sort of person that likes surf with their turf. And the drink with their feast? Yeah, they have a Pepsi Zero Sugar. The person who doesn't compromise loves a good golden doodle. All the golden retriever goodness with just a hint of doodle. And when they're bringing said golden doodle for a walk, they bring a Pepsi Zero Sugar. Pepsi Zero Sugar. All the flavor, zero the sugar.
Whether it's for an anniversary, wedding, birthday, or just because, Altamuller Jewelry in Washington is your go-to place for just the right gift, the one that puts the sparkle in their eye. The friendly, knowledgeable staff at Altamuller Jewelry can help you find the perfect gift they'll remember and cherish always. They also have an expert service department for high-quality watch and jewelry repairs, engraving, and appraisals. Trust the experts. Stop by Altamuller Jewelry, located in Washington Crossing.
It pays to know a good plumber. If you've ever had a waterlogged basement or septic tank disaster, you know how valuable a good plumber is. At Advanced Plumbing Systems in Washington, Rick Henson and his bonded and insured crew of plumbers focus on excellent customer service and having the expertise to handle any plumbing job you may have, residential or commercial, bathroom or kitchen remodeling. They do sewer drain cleaning, sewer repair, water line replacement, camera inspections, jetting, water heaters, water. Advanced Plumbing Systems at 636-239-3339 today.
Hi there. I'm on my way, I'm making it.
Ethan Mort will work on Will Schnitzler here for Festus as we go to the 6th inning. It's 8-4. Festus on top. First pitch is hit in the air, foul over the scoreboard, third base side. Strike one on Schnitzler.
Name that tune, John.
Peter Gabriel. Big time. Right? Isn't that right?
No.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Hey, congratulations to Jack Shasheen's dad. He won a T-shirt from us last night, answering this question correctly. He hit 4 homers and bat 400 the same year. It was Rogers Hornsby. Here's a pitch low and away to Schnitzler. 1 ball, 1 strike. So he wins an orange Rocket Americana T-shirt.
John, it's National Walt Disney Trivia Day.
Walt Disney Trivia.
It is.
Hit me with your best. Here's a line shot foul out of play.
I've got one all queued up for the 7th inning, John.
Okay. How many seasons did Lou lead stolen bases? 7, 5, or 6? How many seasons did Lou Brock lead the league in stolen bases? You can text me with your answer, include your name, 636-744-5248. Or, what's your number, Dallas?
636-399-1699.
Make sure you include your name with your answer. First correct answer will win a T-shirt from KL. Is Coulter, and he makes the catch for the third and final out. 3 up, 3 down here for Ethan Mort. I think rivaling that play in center is the fully extended diving catch by Colby Ott. It's short on the first at bat of the game for Washington Post 218. Best 2 defensive plays I think I've seen this year, Coach.
No doubt about that.
We played 5.5 here. Festus goes quietly in their half of the sixth. The bottom of the sixth coming up. Washington trails by 4. They need some runs. It's 8-4. Post 353 from Festus on top. This is KLPW.
Hi, this is Jess Bowen with the Bank of Washington. We know life has changed over these past few months, but one thing will never change, and that is our commitment to serve you. Here's to all the smiles we hope you feel during drive-through visits, branch visits, and curbside help. Our hearts are with the community, and we want you to know we are here to help you bank the way you feel most comfortable. Call us at 636-239-7831 if there's anything you need from us to help you bank with confidence. Bank of Washington, grow with us, member FDIC.
A unique opportunity is waiting for you at East Central College. We're your local community college that offers small class sizes, classes that transfer to all of Missouri's public universities with a tuition cost that is lower than any public university in the entire state. Enroll now for summer and fall classes at eastcentral.edu and we'll help you start, continue, or finish your degree. East Central College, we're stronger together.
Upgrading your banking experience with United Bank of Union has never been easier. The new UBU Switch Kit makes switching your accounts to United Bank of Union easier than ever before. Our 4-step Switch Kit covers gathering customer information, setting up new direct deposits, reestablishing your automatic payments, and closing your old accounts. Let us help you make the move to a better banking experience with United Bank. Find our Switch Kit online at www.ubu.bank. United Bank of Union will take you further. Member FDIC.
Cody Tipker leading off here against Whitner. First pitch is cut on and lined foul out of play, third base side. Strike one on Cody Tipker. We're in the sixth inning. Washington trails 8-4 to Festus. Game one of a twin bill. Next pitch, breaking ball in there at the knees. Woo! That was deadly. Slow curve.
Yeah, that was nasty.
0-2 the count, and Whitner's next, headed home. Fastball, good change of pace. He got a piece to stay alive. On deck, Brandon Stallman as the DH, and then Levi Weber. Stallman, the starting pitcher tonight. He has faced the tough opposition this year. Next pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Skips into the catcher's glove, and Schnitzler will apply the tag to complete the strikeout. One away. Tipker strikes out for the second time tonight. He is 1 for 3. And if this stays where it is, Stallman's going to take the loss and drop to 3-2, but he's better than that record might indicate.
There's no doubt about that.
Stallman bats here. Facing Whitner, the pitch. Down and in. Stallman singled back in the fourth. He lined out 2 times prior to that, once to center field, once to the shortstop. The 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Fall behind Stallman, he is extra deadly, man, because you have to come to him now.
Yeah, he's going to be looking for something he can drive.
Maybe toward the gap, extra bases. Next pitch coming in, swing and a hot shot deep to right. This will drive Axtetter back, and it is dropped. Play back in, double for Stallman. Axtetter with a heck of an effort. He'll get a pat on the back from the center fielder, Cole Wagner. That was a heck of an effort by Axtetter. I thought the ball might leave the park right in front of the Moe's Pizza sign out there. Axtetter may have gotten a glove on it to knock it down, but that'll go as a double for Brandon Stallman. He's 2 for 4.
John, I think Axtetter actually initially caught that ball, and when he hit the ground, it popped back out.
Heck of a play. Man, oh man, what an effort by Lane Axtetter. So Stallman at second with nobody out, actually with 1 out. Here's Weber looking at a breaking ball that misses high, ball 1. 1-on-1 out here in the Washington 6th. Weber lined out to third in the 4th, singled and scored in the 3rd, struck out looking in the 1st. He's 1 for 3 on the night. Facing Whitner here for the first time. The pitch, swing and a hot shot, foul down the right field line. 1-1 on Weber. Had a guy fall down, ball right in front of the Moe's Pizza sign, so we're all going to Moe's for beer and pizza after the game.
Yes. Courtesy of John Covington.
Just put it on my tab. As if I had a tab. Anywhere. Whitner comes to a high set, the 1-1. Slow curve, drops in for a strike, 1-2. Outfield sponsors, Heritage Community Bank, Pepsi, Grazza Electric, Bank of Washington, Modern Auto. Modern Auto has 2 signs out there. That's not fair. Citizens Bank, Moe's Pizza, and KLPW. Here's a chopper foul right between the wickets over toward first base.
Yeah, John, how do we get another KLPW sign right in center field?
I think we just demand it. What do you think?
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I don't know who we need to speak to, but I'm going to call him tomorrow.
I think Getsy's the guy. Levi Weber waits for the 1-2 offering. Here's the pitch. Slow curve upstairs. 2-2. Thanks for tuning in to Washington Post 2A Team Baseball, and thanks for making us a part of your 2020 summer here on KLPW Radio. It's been a lot of fun broadcasting the game since late May all the way through this Wednesday, July 8th. Here's a pickoff attempt. Stallman back. Quick tag by Colby. Whitner with a pretty decent move there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Levi Weber. Runner at second, 1 out. Washington needs some runs. They're in the 6th inning, trailing by 4. Whitner comes set, kicks, pitches. Popped him up, foul ground. Let's see if there's a play for the catcher Schnitzler. It will go, actually bounce in play, just to the left of the Washington dugout, but out of reach.
Oh, John, Bill Battle had a play on that. He missed.
Took a bounce, too, didn't it?
It was right to him. Come on, Bill.
Didn't bring his mitt. If he would have had a glove on his hand, he is aces, man. He is flashing the leather. 2-2 count on Levi Weber. Whitner comes set, gets the sign from Schnitzler. Here's the pitch. Nope, time was called. Weber with a late request granted by the home plate umpire, and it was actually called as Whitner was motioning home.
Can we get the ball call instead?
Did we?
No, but I wish.
Yeah, would have been nice, I guess, huh?
According to the scoreboard, we did. We did not, but.
Still 2-2. Whitner to Weber. Ground ball. Fair inside the bag at first. Extra bases for Weber. Heads for second. Stallman will score. Played back in by Astetter. And Weber with a run-scoring double. Back-to-back doubles for Washington, and they trail by 3.
What a big at-bat right there by Levi Weber. That's going to bring Coach Bone back out. Just try to make sure everybody's on the same page. Just to get out of this inning. The run really doesn't matter right now. They need outs.
You know, he's a spitting image of his dad as far as just the way he handles himself during a game. Coach Zach Bone, and never gets too emotional. You know, he'll argue if there's a bad call or something like that, or a question or a call that he feels is questionable. But other than that, he just kind of lets the players decide the outcome of the game and just lets them go out because they win all the time. So,
you know, actually, it was an assistant coach that came out, not Coach Bone. But when all the coaches I've gone down to get lineups for prior to the games this summer, he's been by far and away the most prepared for me to come down and get it. Like you said earlier, he probably had it made out at 8 o'clock this morning.
I would imagine.
They actually already had both games. I have the second game lined up right here. And for a price, anybody out there listening can have it. That price is a can of Pepsi.
There you go. Do you have the Pepsi?
I don't have Pepsi, but if somebody wants to bring me one, they can have the lineup.
Shashin rips one to left. Weber digs for third. He'll get the green light. Schweiger's throw to the plate. Cut off. Throw back to first. Gets away. Shashin takes off for second. Ebersold will dig it out against the fence. Shashin stops at second base. It's a 2-run game. An error on the play, allowing Shashin to take second base.
E5, John.
And a throw that really didn't need to be made. I
No.
mean, you cut that ball off in the infield. Just run it back in. Put it in your pocket.
They weren't going to throw Shasheen out at first. He
No.
wasn't that far off the bat. But now you got the tying run and Joe Hackman at the plate.
A guy that could tie it with one swing of the bat without question. Can he lose one? As the PA guy just said, Hackman.
And if he does, this place is going to go nuts, John.
Here's the breaking ball in there for a strike from Whitner, 0-1. Hackman singled back in the fifth. He's flied out to left, sac fly to plate a run, and he also struck out swinging. Shasheen, by the way, is having a great night. 3 hits on the evening. Hackman waits for the 0-1. Whitner kicks, fires in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hackman. Shasheen at second. Strikeout started the inning by Cody Tipker. Then he had back-to-back doubles from Stallman and Weber, and then a single by Shasheen. Shasheen taking second on a throwing error. And the count on Hackman is 1-1. Whitner, the pitch. Fastball low and away, backhanded by Schnitzler. 2 balls and a strike on Hackman. Bryce Mayer on deck. It is 8-6, Coach.
Since Washington got down 7-0, they have scored in every single inning.
Chipping away. How many times we talk about that all the time. You don't have to get it all back at one time. Next pitch is hit hard to left center. That might plug the gap. It's caught by Caleb Schweigert. Throws back into second. Close play, but he's back safely. And there's 2 outs. Boy, that was close to getting down and plating another run. Had a little hook on it. A little hook on that line drive off the bat of Hackman. Schweigert got a good play on it. Read it perfectly right off the contact and made the catch in left center. So Hackman retired for the second out. Bryce Mayer will bat.
John, did the second baseman drop the ball? Because the Festus defense thought it was a double play.
There's a pitch that is over but low on Mayer.
And I got to say, I thought he was out. Was he safe?
Well, the umpire called him safe from the get-go. I mean, I saw him motion safe, but I don't know. I didn't see him drop the ball.
I thought he was out. Apparently not.
Mayer waits. Whitner pitches, swing, and a fly ball to center field will end the inning. Cole Wagner to his right, backing up a few steps, makes the catch. Side retired, but Washington comes up with 1 run on 3 hits. They end up stranding 1. It's a brand new game. That's 8-6 after 6 innings of play. Only a 2-run difference. Need to keep them right where they are and give Washington a chance in the 7th. We come back with the 7th inning after this timeout on KLPW.
There's nothing worse than breaking down on the side of the road and not knowing who to call for help. At Patriot Towing in Washington and Union, they have the equipment and experience necessary to get you off the road safely. Whether it's by towing your vehicle to your mechanic or fixing a minor repair on the spot with their roadside assistance, your safety is always their main concern. For residential, commercial, or roadside assistance 24/7, call Patriot Towing, 636-392-5070. Patriot Towing, your trusted choice for all your emergency towing and roadside assistance needs.
If you've had a broken, cracked, or plugged sewer lateral line, you know about major plumbing problems. Missouri Trenchless Pipelining, LLC in Washington has the new high-tech solution to no-dig lateral repair with cured-in-place pipes. No digging reduces or eliminates excavation up to 100% at a comparable cost. Adds 50-plus years of service to your existing pipes and super fast installation with laterals back in service the same day. Call Missouri Trenchless Pipelining at 636-432-5000 and get the high-tech solution to lateral line repair.
It is 8-6 as we go to the 7th inning here at Ronzig Field, and Jordan Duncan will be leading off here for post 353 from Festus. He'll be followed by Levi Ebersold and then Colby Ott facing Ethan Mort. And Mort's primary task right now is to keep it a 2-run game, Coach.
Yeah, you know you want to keep this 8-6. It's a 2-run game going to the bottom of the 7th. Washington's got a chance.
Duncan versus Mort. The pitch low, 1-0.
And if the score does stay where it's at, Washington's going to look back at some missed opportunities.
They have had their chances tonight.
You know, the 7-run second inning by Festus, Stallman got the first 2 guys in just 4 pitches, I think, and then had Schindler at 1 and 2 and a chance to strike him out, let him off the hook, and it went from there.
Mort's 1-1 is down and in. 2-1. Washington has stranded 8 men on base so far tonight through 6 innings. The 2-1 to Duncan. Swinging a ground ball. Played on 3 hops by Hackman. He'll take it unassisted. And Duncan retired 1 out here in the 7th inning. Levi Ebersold will bat now, facing Ethan Mortz. Washington used 2 pitchers so far tonight, and Festus 3. We'll see if Whitner will have a chance to close it out. The pitch pumped in for a strike at the knees. Mort out in front. Ebersold homered, struck out, and walked. 2-run shot, laser beam in the 2nd inning.
John, right now, that's a difference in the game.
It sure is. The 0-1. Hit hard to left, through the hole at short by Mayer, and played back in by Tipker in left field. It's a 1-out single for Ebersold, his 2nd hit of the game.
You know, Coach Bone told me before the game that there's a reason why that young man's going to William Jewell next year to play baseball, and I think we're seeing why tonight. You know, Division II baseball program in a really good Great Lakes Valley Conference. Nice player.
Yep. He'll get a quality education out of it too, and move on with his life. Continue playing baseball at the next level. Tremendous career for him. Here's a ground ball hit slowly toward third. Mayer gloves, goes to second, out there. That's the only out they'll get as they get the lead runner Ebersold on the force. 5-4. And reaching on the fielder's choice, Colby Ott, as he hit the ball slowly toward Mayer at third. Mayer made a nice play, didn't panic. They just calmly gloved it and fired over to Shashin at second, covering to get the force.
And John, this might be the one guy post 218 didn't want to see at the plate because they have not been able to get him out tonight.
Caleb Schweigert, 2 hits and a walk. He is all over the plate. I mean, all over it. Here's the pitch from Mortz, over but low, ball 1. He's crowding him, man. He is, big time. Look at him. You watch where he stands here. Yep, he's only about 3 inches from the plate. His elbows are hanging over. Mort kicks and pitches. Outside. Trying to own that inside edge there.
Well, he's definitely trying to get something out or half that he can drive into the gap or maybe even leave the park possibly.
Mort may consider going down the inside corner right under the hands. The 2-0. Swinging a light drive left field, and Tipker is there, makes the play. Well done. Wow, talk about hitting a laser. Caleb Schweigert with a shot, a rocket to left, right at Cody Tipker's side, retired. Threat erased. No runs, a hit. And we have played 6.5 here as they strand 1 in the inning. It's a 2-run game. Washington still has a shot. Blaine Tipker will be leading off in the Washington 7th when we return to Ronsick Field. Stay tuned.
Modern Auto Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is the one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. And now they're offering full interior and exterior auto detailing. Interior package includes vacuuming all carpets, dusting all surface trim, wiping and disinfecting all surfaces, HVAC system disinfectant, and cleaning all the windows. The exterior package includes a full hand wash and wax. Call Dan Walsh with Modern Auto Company at 636-239-6777 for pricing and scheduling today.
Reekers Tire and Auto has once again been voted #1 by readers of the Missourian, top tire and automotive repair shop in the area. If you're in the market for tires, you can visit reekerstire.com and get an online quote on tires emailed to you within 24 hours. For planned repairs or in the event of a breakdown, Reekers Tire and Auto has 2 shops to make sure your vehicle is back on the road as soon as possible. For the best deals on tires and automotive service, go to Reekers Tire and Auto in Washington.
Have you outgrown your house and need a bedroom or family room added to your existing floor plan, but just can't afford the huge cost? Honorstall Foundations and Repair has got the cost-effective solution to your problem. They will cut an egress window or door
Purcell Tire and Service Center call to the pen. Caleb Schweigert. Any sport, any season, they'll keep you in your car in the game. There's a hard hit ball right at the second baseman. And if they throw out Tipker to lead off here in the 7th inning. That play made by Jordan Duncan over at second. 4-3 to retire Tipker, and that'll bring up Zach Coulter. So Tipker retired on 3 pitches. Bases empty, 1 out, 2-run game. Need some base runners here. Coulter at the plate facing Schweigert. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses down and in.
And if the score stands, John, not that Washington's looking or interested in moral victories, but what a way to just come back and give yourself a chance.
Fastball outside corner. I agree completely, Coach. They came back, made a game of it. They never fold their tent. Always battling to the very end. Pitch inside. Need a base runner to give themselves a chance here. Braden Mayer is on deck. Schweigert working on Coulter. The 2-1 fastball popped out of play. 2-2.
John, do we know with another game after this if Coach Getzey will be coming up here or no?
I believe he is going to. And I don't believe that's going to change. He's usually up here within minutes. He must run, but he never seems to be out of breath, so he must be in shape. Here's the pitch, high and wide, full count. Schweigert's got to come to him. The 3-2, inside, walked him. 1 out walk, tying run will come to the plate. Braden Mayer.
John, how much would Brandon Stallman love to get another at bat in this game?
Man, you're not kidding.
Because if he does, there's a chance for Washington to win this game.
Absolutely. Tell you what, I'm thinking about that right now, Coach, and I can't wait for it to happen. Hopefully he gets a shot. Here's Mayer taking a fastball right down the middle, 0-1. He was taken all the way. Mayer is 0 for 3. Hit the ball hard a couple of times. He's grounded out. Actually, he's flied out twice and popped out once. The pitch. Fastball hit in the air. Behind first. Out of play. Strike 2 on Braden Mayer. Tough spot now against a good pitcher. He'll have to guard the plate against Caleb Schweigert.
We have a pinch hitter on deck and Alex Molitor.
Timeout requested, granted by the home plate umpires. Mayer steps out. Schweigert is off. He's back on, and Mayer is back in. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air. Blooper to center. In comes Wagner. Can he get there? He does make the catch in shallow center. 2 outs. Washington down to their final out. Molitor will bat. Adam Molitor for Cody Tipker. A late addition to the roster with Blaine Tipker going on vacation. Tipker returned this week and went right back behind the plate, but Molitor still with the team, and he looks at a ball up over his head, 1-0.
About a hit by pitch.
You know, like you always say, they can't get him out. He always finds a way to get on. Pitch at the knees, 1 ball, 1 strike. He'll be swinging away now for the rest of the at-bat facing Schweigert. The pitch on 1-1. Breaking ball. That's a beaut right in there. 1-2. Couldn't pull the trigger. Adam Molitor has to guard the plate. He's the tying run. At first is Coulter. 2 outs. 7th inning action. Schweigert kicks and pitches. Fastball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Molitor. Schweigert gets the sign. Pitches. Way high and by the catcher. Pass ball. Coulter takes second. And a full count on Molitor.
And John, we're a ball out of the strike zone away from seeing Brandon Stallman step into that batter's box.
Let's get Molitor on and get back to Stallman at the top of the order. All right, how about if Molitor just knocks one over the fence here?
Hey, that works too.
Ties it up.
Stallman comes up and wins again.
Payoff pitch. Here it comes. And the winning run will come to the plate. and Brandon Stallman.
We're going to have a pinch runner as Cody Tipker is going to re-enter this game, and Coach Bones will come out and ask why this is legal, John. You know, they pinch hit for Tipker. Molitor gets on and they re-enter Tipker, and I believe Coach Bone came out to ask our home plate umpire why they were allowed to do that, and whatever answer he was given was suffice to him, as he has now just called time to go out to talk to his pitcher.
Well, these aren't COVID League rules. You know, they're a little bit loose. So, I mean, a lot of times we're going by Little League rules when you bat everybody
right.
that you bring to the game. So, we had, I think, what was the most we had? 12 guys bat in one game?
12 or 13.
Yeah. So, hey, this is exciting stuff right here. You got one of the best hitters on the team, Brandon Stallman, who is red hot tonight. He has hit the ball hard all 4 times. He's got a single and a double, and he's lined out twice to the shortstop and center fielder. A run scored. He's going to be facing a hard-throwing pitcher here, Caleb Schweigert. Stallman is capable of winning it. A 3-run shot over the fence would send us with Washington's 23rd victory of the season. 22-4 coming in. Brandon Stallman versus Caleb Schweigert. 2 on, 2 outs. Schweigert's first pitch to Stallman. Inside, ball 1. We are in the 7th inning. 2-run Festus lead, 8-6. Stallman waits for the 1-0. Here it comes. Inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schweigert trying to own that inside edge. And he evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He fooled him with that. That was a heck of a pitch from Schweigert.
He was trying to end it.
He sure was. Schweigert had other ideas, bringing home the deuce. Now it's 1-2. He might come back with that same pitch. Here it comes. Fastball hit hard to right. Trouble, and the right fielder makes the running catch. Axtetter on a dead run makes the catch in right center, and this game is over. Final score, Festus 8, Washington 6. Both teams deserve a hand for a game well played. Festus moves their record to 3-1. And Washington drops to 22-5 on the season. Winning pitcher Jordan Duncan. Schweigert gets the save. Losing pitcher Brandon Stallman. Post game coming up. Final Festus 8, Washington 6. This is KLPW Radio.
One app, all the features. The United Bank of Union Mortgage app allows you to apply from anywhere. Download the United Bank of Union Mortgage app on your device to apply, get pre-qualified, track your progress, calculate payments, scan documents, and more. Your dream home could be more realistic than you think. Download our app to get started or visit ubu.mortgage for details. United Bank of Union, a trusted lender since 1934. We'll take you further. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is John Freitag with First State Community Bank. We are proud to sponsor youth and high school sports throughout the communities we serve. Our team would like to wish the local athletes the best of luck, and we are proud of their success. And remember, when it comes to your finances, success starts here at First State Community Bank. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, online at fscb.com.
Raycom Security Incorporated, your locally owned and operated alarm company. In business for over 30 years with over 70 years experience. Security alarms, fire alarms, medical alerts, camera systems, access control, and phone systems. Plus, Raycom Security will give you a free, no-obligation security survey and bid. Located at 3057 Highway A, at the corner of A and YY in downtown Krakow. Call 1-866-RAYCOM-1. That's 1-866-722-6661. Or log on to raycomsecurity.com.
Modern Auto Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is the one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. And now they're offering full interior and exterior auto detailing. Interior package includes vacuuming all carpets, dusting all surface trim, wiping and disinfecting all surfaces, HVAC system disinfectant, and cleaning all the windows. The exterior package includes a full hand wash and wax. Call Dan Walsh with Modern Auto Company at 636-239-6777 for pricing and scheduling today.
Upgrading your banking experience with United Bank of Union has never been easier. The new UBU Switch Kit makes switching your accounts to United Bank of Union easier than ever before. Our 4-step Switch Kit covers gathering customer information, setting up new direct deposits, reestablishing your automatic payments, and closing your old accounts. Let us help you make the move to a better banking experience with United Bank. Find our Switch Kit online at www.ubu.bank. United Bank of Union will take you further. Member FDIC.
2 hours and 10 minutes of baseball here this evening. Washington falls to Festus by the score of 8-6. But this is a heck of a game, and you know what? If not for that 7th inning when Festus had 7 runs across the plate on 6 hits, they batted around that frame, and that was the one big inning they had, and that proved to be enough tonight.
Yeah, you know, if you take that away, they didn't do a whole lot tonight. Right. You know, Stallman was pretty effective. You know, the other innings that he pitched, and Ethan Mort, holy cow, you can't say enough about the job that young man came in and did. I mean, he came in, got outs, gave up just the 1 run, and gave his team a chance to win it at the end.
Definitely did. 8-6 ends up being the final, and, you know, good night for Stallman at the plate. He gave him a chance there late. He went to the plate 5 times tonight, lined out 3 times. And had a line out to the right fielder to end the game. He had doubled before that, singled, also lined out to center and lined out to the shortstop. And actually, the difference in the game was that 2-run homer off the bat of Levi Ebersold in the 2nd inning that ends up being the difference. And that came late in the 2nd, and that's the difference. A 2-run game here tonight with an 8-6 final.
Yeah, you know, that was the last of their runs there in that 7-run 2nd inning, and proved to end up being the difference in the game.
To Washington's credit, though, they didn't give up. They chipped away and gave themselves a shot at the very end.
Yeah, like we talked about, they never ever quit. You know, up until the 7th inning, they scored runs in every single inning. The epitome of just chipping away and finding a way to get yourself back in the game and finding a way to give yourself a chance to win at the end.
Final score 8-6, and we're back on the air tomorrow with Washington at St. Peter's at the Recplex, 8 o'clock game time here on KLPW Radio. Still have a chance to see 2 great teams playing in Game 2 of this doubleheader, so get your butts out here and watch the 2nd game. Should be about an 8:20 start. Line score for this game, Festus with 8 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors, and 3 left on. For Washington Post 218, 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 10 men left on base. Jordan Duncan, the winning pitcher. Caleb Schweigert gets the save. Brandon Stallman, the loser. 2 hours and 10 minutes of baseball. Washington now 22-5. And Festus drops, or rather improves, to 3-1. Until tomorrow night, this is John Covington and Coach Dallas Stapp saying good nights from Ronsick Field in Washington. Washington Post 218 Baseball is brought to you by Reekers Tire and Auto, Patriot Towing, Unnerstall Foundation and Repair, Raycom Security, Citizens Bank, Altmueller Jewelry, the Bank of Washington, Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of New Haven, Schrader Insurance, East Central College, the United Bank of Union, Missouri Trenchless Pipeline, Advanced Plumbing, First State Community Bank, Modern Auto Company, and Williams Brothers Meat Markets.